Hey y'all, Uncle Bobby T back again now. Alrighty, gonna jump straight into this today. Today we're gonna be making ourselves a little soup. It's called pho. It's a little Vietnamese dish, like where my wife's from now. And bit of beef. We got a whole bunch of ingredients. I'm gonna go through how to make this with y'all. And you know what? I think it's gonna be the most delicious pho you ever seen now. And probably most delicious pho Uncle Bobby T's ever tasted, y'all. Alrighty, let's jump straight into this now. Okay, y'all, so first of all, what you're gonna need, some beef bones. Uncle Bobby T got himself some beef bones. He got some bones there. A little bit of meat still on them. That's what you need. I probably got myself, oh, let me see now. 4, 5, probably about 8 pounds. Yeah. So I got yeah, about 8 pounds of beef bones now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open them up here. And as you can see, some still got a bunch of fat on there. Uncle Bobby T just going to trim a little bit of that off, just so not so much comes out in the stock when we're making the soup stock now, because all y'all are going to see why a little bit later on. It just helps with the stock there now. Okay, y'all, so I got them all trimmed up now. Fair bit of that fat come off. There's still plenty on there, but you got to get as much off as you can. Just like I said, it'll help me out a little later on, and Uncle Bobby T show you why later when we get to that point now. But these ain't bad bones. You got yeah, a fair bit of meat on there, fair bit of bone. So what we're going to do, we're going to clean these up now. We got to boil them for a little while, just to help some of that gunk and grime come off there, take a little bit of the blood out. Just, it'll help our stock stay a little clearer now. So we got like a nice clearer kind of soup. And yeah, we'll get into that now. Okay, y'all, so I put them into some boiling water. I'm going to wait for them to come back to the boil now. Probably boil her up for about 10 or so minutes. As you can see straight away, look at that. We got stuff floating on there. It's all got to come out now. The more we can get out now, the much better that's going to fare us later on. Uncle Bobby T thinks this is going to be pretty good now. Okay, y'all, so the reason Uncle Bobby T be cooking a soup today instead of out there on the smoker is, well, where I'm at, it's mighty cold. We're in the middle of winter, freezing cold now. And the way I see it, ain't nothing better than having nice, warm, heartwarming soup or something now. With all them bones in it, you're going to get a bit of goodness, some nutrients come out of them. It's mighty tasty, and it's one of Uncle Bobby T's favorites now. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with my mama's cooking, mama's soups and stews and all that kind of thing. But my favorite's got to be pho now. Now pho, it ain't pho like as in the wild animal pho. It's spelled P-H-O with kind of little sideways kind of looking question mark on the end of the O. It's Vietnamese. It's mighty fine. It's where Mama P's from, and so I'm giving it a go. I'm giving it a go. See if I can do it now. All right, let's get back into these bones now. So as you can see, we got these on a pretty hard boil now. So kind of hard to try and see in there, but let's take a look, see if we can see that. Yeah, you can't really see much. But they're on a pretty hard boil. We got to try to get as much of that gunk out of them as you can. It's going to help you with a much more nicer looking stock, broth, whatever you want to call it, a little later on. I think that's about done now. There's a lot of stuff there on the side you can see. So Uncle Bobby T going to take them out now, I think. Give them a little scrub. We get on to the next stage of this thing now. Alrighty now, so Uncle Bobby T's gone and just tipped them in the sink. I'm just going to let them cool down a little so I can actually handle them a little without burning my hands off now. So what I'm going to do is next stage, while they're cooling down, we got to get us an onion and some ginger, yo, about that much ginger and one brown onion. And I'm going to cut this onion in half, same with this ginger down the middle, and then I'm going to give it a little chop. Normally I like to do this probably over an open fire, something like that, add a little bit of earthy flavor in there. But I ain't done that today, so I'm just going to be doing it in a pan, fry pan. You don't need no oil, no nothing, yo. Just straight on the pan till it burns. Don't burn it till it sets on fire, but just till it burns, just a little bit. You get a bit of black bit of char on there, and that's the next step. Alrighty, let's get into that now. So I'm just going to take a little bit off this onion, bit off the end. Just take a little bit of those roots off there, not too much. You don't really want it to fall apart on you now. Something like that, just clean them up a little. And then, just like this. Straight down the middle. You be leaving the skin and everything on this thing now. That's the onion done. This ginger, again. Straight down the middle like that. Now we're going to go straight in the pan, get a nice little char on them now. So there we go, they're going straight in the pan. Just straight down like that. You just leave the skin, everything on there. So they're going to get a nice little char on them. I got my bones over here in the sink. They're still mighty hot to touch. Dang, yeah. Next thing, I'm just going to give them a little scrub, little rinse, little scrub with a scrubbing brush. Take some more of that little excess bits and pieces, little imperfections, all that now. Because the more I do now, the much easier this is going to be later on, y'all. Alright, let's just take a little look at these. Not quite. Yeah. That's all you need now. Something like that. Maybe a little more. But you don't need too much. Like I said, don't need to be setting them on fire, nothing like that. You just want a nice little bit of color on there. Yeah, the ginger seems to take a little while. Maybe I should have put that on a little earlier. Starting to get a bit of color. Alright, Uncle Bobby T we'll take these off in a minute now. Alrighty, yo, so here's all we got to do. Scrubbing brush. Just give them a scrub now. Scrub them. You see any more little loose bits of fat, just take them off while you're at it now. Give them all nice little clean. Done. Well, some you see you got this stuff on here. Just give it a scrub now. Scrub a dub. These mighty fatty. Uncle Bobby T might even see if I can give these another little trim. Take a little more off. But I think these are going to be mighty good now. Alrighty, now next thing you got to do, once them bones out, just clean that pot out again. Make sure that's all nice and clean. You don't have none of that scummy stuff from boiling them bones left in there. Then we're going to refill this pot with about, I'm thinking about 8 liters of water now for this amount we're making, and then set that to the boil again. So don't forget, clean your old pot out again. So it'll get every little bit you do now. Uncle Bobby T can't seem to stress that enough. Every bit of cleaning, everything you can keep clean now, it's going to help you in the long run now. Alrighty now. So here's about what you want your old ginger, your onion to be at. About that kind of char on there, something like that. So Uncle Bobby T just going to put these in there. Sorry about that, folks. Got them back in the water there. My beef bones. I think my water level's mighty high. I think I'm going to take a couple of cups of water out now, actually. Alrighty, so we got them in, get them up to the boil. We'll start on our next thing, which is our herbs and spices, y'all. Alrighty now, next stage. Quite a bit goes into this, but it's kind of easy. It's just a lot of little steps you got to do. So anyway, next stage where we're at now is we're going to be putting in the our flavoring, like our herbs and spice. So it's actually quite simple. First of all, you need palm sugar. I got a few chunks in there. You need some star anise, cardamom pods, coriander seed, cinnamon stick. You need some peppercorns. As always, Uncle Bobby T's using his white pepper. It come from Vietnam too now, so you know it's got to be good. Normally you'd be using kosher salt, but Uncle Bobby T don't be got no kosher salt, so he's got some pink salt. So yeah, you want a bit of that, and of course some fish sauce as well. So for that you want a good one. Uncle Bobby T uses 3 crab brand. 3 crab brand. So Nook Mom, this is called. You want the good stuff, y'all. All comes out in the end now, and that lovely flavor, y'all. Alrighty now, so put these all together. Uncle Bobby T's got himself one of these things. It's kind of like a little tea ball or something, infuser. Normally you'd be putting your tea, something in there, drop that in, but Uncle Bobby T's going to use it for this now. So now we're going in, star anise. Like always, Uncle Bobby T don't measure too much things out. So I'm probably going to be putting a fair bit of that in there. Whoa, maybe that's a little too much now. Probably put maybe 8 or so in there. Don't mind if you break them up now either, so that you fit more in, which is good. It's going to stay in here anyway, so it ain't going to fall out into your soup there. So a bit of them. Righty. Next we got some white peppercorns. Probably like a teaspoon or something. Maybe Uncle Bobby T actually get a teaspoon out. Probably that many. Fine. We got us some coriander seed. Kind of looks the same as a white peppercorn now. So there we go. Get a little bit of that in there. Yeah, that's nice. Nice little good amount. Cardamom pods. Uncle Bobby T never heard of none of these things before until he started making pho. So you get some of them all up in there. What's next now? We got some cinnamon. Cinnamon with a C, y'all. That I reckon we could probably put straight in, but I'm gonna break him up now, put him in here. There we go. Alrighty, that'll do. And I'd say the rest now, what have we got? We've got a bit of everything in there. Star anise, cinnamon, coriander, it's all there. So next thing, we can just put the sugar straight up in there, and the salt just straight on in. That don't matter none. Alrighty, let's get this in. That's coming up to the boil now. Let's get this in now. Alrighty now. In with that fish sauce. Probably didn't film all that, but it's probably looking at about 1/4 of a cup, something like that to start off with. Now remember, you don't need to overdo it at the start. You can always flavor it at the end now. So next thing we're going to put in here, I'm going to put 2 of these. This is proper palm sugar, y'all. So I'm going to put 2 of them in there. 1, 2. My little tea ball, I don't know, I call it a tea ball. I ain't too sure what you really call it now. But if you don't have this, you can wrap it in something called muslin cloth. Something like that, make a little package. I think there's a fancy name for that sort of stuff, but in you go. Then a bit of salt. Like I said, it's just pink salt, yo. So just in with a bit of that, and we are done now. So this is just starting to come up to the boil. I'm gonna get that to a solid boil, and then turn it down to simmer for probably minimum 4-6 hours. You leave this overnight, it's going to be even more tasty tomorrow. So I'm going to put the lid on that. A lot of people leave the lid off. Uncle Bobby T's a lid on type of person now. So yeah, let's get that happening, y'all. Lid on. I'm going to see you in a few hours now. Alrighty, y'all. It's been around about 2.5 hours, something like that. So we're going to go in and take a little look, see how it's going, see what the color's like, see if we got to do a little bit of cleaning off the top. Let's go in here. Come follow me, Bubba J. So take a look at that. Oh, dang, y'all. Now, that's nice and clear. Y'all remember earlier I was saying you got to clean them bones, get a little bit of that gunk off. This is really good now. Normally there's a bit of stuff all around on top of here. We got a little bit of oil, a bit of fat, but that ain't so bad, y'all. Sometimes there's a bit of scum and other bits and pieces, but this one, there ain't none, y'all. So Uncle Bobby T's really happy with that now. I kind of wish there was a little bit there. I could show you what I mean, but I got to say, Uncle Bobby T pretty happy with that now. So like I was saying, y'all, just clean them bones first. You're gonna find that you come up with a much better stock now, nice and clear. I'm gonna get a little bit out just to taste. I don't think it's gonna have quite a lot of flavor now, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I reckon I probably needs a little more salt now. I can certainly taste a little sweet, but mighty hot. Uncle Bobby T already burned his tongue and his lips on the spoon. Yeah, dang, that's very sweet now. I think so. I need a little more salt now. I'm gonna pop a bit more in, and I'll see y'all in a couple more hours now. Alrighty. So just in the meantime now, while we're being in between, Mama P just whipped up some, what you call this now, Mama? Gaigung. Some rice paper roll. Just out of some stuff we had in the garden. Some prawns we had in the freezer there. Dang, Mama P, we got a nice little dipping sauce right there. Some prawns over here. Delicious. Something to snack on while we were waiting for the fur to cook now. Morning, y'all. Uncle Bob T back now. Alrighty, so it's the next day, and I probably left that fur on the boil for probably around 6 hours, something like that. So I kind of like to leave it sit overnight, helps them flavors, and also it's going to help me take off some of that fat I was talking to y'all about yesterday now. Come over here, Mama P. We'll show the people now what I mean. Alrighty, see? So it's all gone hard now. And it's on the top. Nice and easy. Just a little scoop like that. You take all that off now. There's plenty there. So Mama P's actually better at this than I am. So we might even swap cameras now. Swap hands, I think. Mama P, you do this. Dang, now here we go. See, Mama P's real good at that now. So what we do, get all that off now. Probably give him a little boil for another couple of hours, let him rest till we're about to serve it, y'all. Makes it very easy now. Alrighty, y'all. So we're getting pretty close now to it's almost dinner time now. So part of this, you gotta have some pretty thinly sliced beef. Goes in there as part of the serving. I'll show you all that a bit later on when we serve up. Other little veggies and stuff go in there too. So Uncle Bobby T, what do you got? Just got a roast beef here, and what I've done, I'm gonna put it in the freezer now for probably a couple hours. So what we're gonna do, Uncle Bobby T just gonna slice them up real thin now. So if you freeze it, it's much easier to slice thin. So I'm gonna go ahead, slice this up. Maybe I'm slicing too thick, I don't know, but yeah, it probably ain't so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, slice this up nice and thin like, and then I'll get back to y'all a little later on, y'all. Okay, y'all, so here's my little plate now of thinly sliced beef. Kind of got it all nice and thin. Some a little thicker than others. So what Uncle Bobby T gonna do, he's gonna dunk this in boiling water now, probably for like 30 seconds, just to already get like a little tiny little pre-cook on that now. Because sometimes normally what you do, you put that straight in your bowl, you pour the boiling soup on top, and it cooks it for you. But yeah, as you can see, some slightly thicker. So Uncle Bobby T already going to get like a slight little cook on that first. And sometimes that keeps a little bit of the blood out of your soup, stops it from going murky now. So keeps it nice and clean, y'all. Alrighty, y'all. So it's all done now. Got it in the bowl. So come down here, Mama P. Let's take a look. So what I got here, I got you put a little basil in there, a little bit of spring onion, or maybe you call it green onion. Some of that in there now. And we've also, oh man, dang, yo. I forgot one thing, yo. I forgot my bean sprouts now.
It's in there.
They're already in there?
Yeah, just...
Oh yeah, that's right. Here we go. Here we go now. Alrighty, there they are. So, little on the side here, I just got a little piece of lemon. You don't have to put this in.
But you should, because it would be nicer.
Makes it a little nicer now. Mama P knows. Alrighty. So then on the side here, I just got some sriracha, and what's the other one there, Mama P?
Hoisin.
Hoisin. Alrighty now. So we'll take out a bit of this. Uncle Bobby T likes his sriracha now, so he's going straight into that one, y'all. Dang, that good now. It's mighty fine. Let's taste that stock now. As you can see down here, come down to Mama P. Soup ain't too bad. Maybe could be a little bit clearer, but Uncle Bobby T think that's alright now. Dang, yo. It's winter here, so this is mighty fine. Something beautiful, warm the cockles of your heart like, and all that kind of thing now. Alrighty, so Uncle Bobby T's gonna get in on this. I'm gonna enjoy this for dinner. Don't forget now, everybody love everybody, yo. Alright.